What's good, YouTube faithful? This is Very Mellow Man, and welcome back to my Let's Play of this Reshef Destruction, actually tolerable now, Romhack. So, last episode, if you're wondering if there's been a delay in terms of how long it took me to make a new episode, that's because I actually made some mistakes along the way, and I accidentally overwrote my original save file. So I had to replay the game from scratch in order to get back to the point I was at, which was just unlocking the Galapagos Islands and learning what the rest of the story from Mako Tsunami was. Speaking of which, once you unlock Mako Tsunami, you unlock the second best grinding method in the game. It works with the original, but for obvious reasons, it works so much more with this rebalanced Romhack. As you can see, I've reached a dual self of 272 and have a deck capacity of 2,200. As a result of that, I decided to severely change up the scope of my deck. We're transitioning from a random mishmash of monster cards and mixes of elements to more of a hybrid sea-based deck. I want to take an especially good look at one of the key cards of this new deck we're making, the Nightmare Penguin. This is the exact same effect as in the original Reshef Destruction. However, the rebalanced Romhack changes Nightmare Penguin from the 5-star monster he was in the unpatched version of this game into the accurate to his real-life cards 4-star stats. Combine that with costing 90 deck capacity, Nightmare Penguin is just so much more affordable to put into a deck like this that building a water deck was just so much more viable. Speaking of which, we can now use equipped spell cards. Equipped spell cards, people. Of course, the best way to demonstrate this is to just show off what we were able to get in this duel. That's fine. That's interesting because Mako has 3 monster types in his deck. He has Aqua type monsters for obvious reasons. Anyone who knows who Mako Tsunami is will understand that he's a sea duelist. But he also has Earth-type monsters in his deck, like Beast King of the Swamps, for 2 reasons. 1, to defend his Aqua-type monsters from your Thunder-type monsters, like what happened when his Sea Kraken ran into my Bolt Penguin. But for the second reason, his Beast King of the Swamps has a special effect to basically nuke the field of every monster alongside itself. Alongside getting a power bonus from Yumi because it's a Aqua monster. And the third type is Fiend monsters. I don't know why he has Fiend monsters in his deck. But it doesn't matter to us. We didn't... Man... These equipment spells. It's just such a weird thing. You never use equipment spells in this game. You never use them. And because we have better monsters and better deck synergy than Mako does at this point, we are able to defeat him quite handily. Another thing about Mako is that all of his drops are really great for making a sea-based deck. In fact, one of his drops is this, Mirror Force. Now, if you're confused about whether or not Mirror Force was ever in the original Reshef Destruction, for those of you who don't know, never mind that in the description of this video, you'll see one of the changelogs stats is that Torrential Tribute has been changed into Mirror Force. Because the way Torrential Tribute works in Reshef Destruction is actually closer to how Mirror Force works in real life than Torrential Tribute. So you can get multiple copies of Mirror Force from Mako. But since it costs a whopping 200 DP to put into our deck, and because I want to keep my deck capacity sparse with a wide berth, we're not going to add those cards. Instead, we're going to move over to the next screen and talk with the second most notable member of the Galapagos Islands. Yo! This island is a treasure trove of rare insects. Oh? You're trying to steal my beautiful bugs, aren't you? I'm not sharing any with you. Yo ho ho, you measly maggot. You must have the brains to allow us to challenge a former champion. Prepare for a bug bashing my super insect deck. Weevil is as Weevil does. Now, if I'm wrong about this, then... Oh, still can't do anything. Okay. No! Well, gotta go for that. I can see why this is so useful right now. Nightmare Penguin is keeping us alive. Yeah! Yeah! Final Destination can just do so much work, man. I know it could attack with Penguin, but it's safer to keep him in defense mode for the time being. Ooh, okay. Yeah. It's like all the fun of having... You guys remember I had 3 Hourglass of Life monsters in my my deck at one time, right? Okay. So, permanent effects will always activate, but... Permanent effects will always activate, but... It's better than having the cursor activate all over the place all the time. Don't get cocky, that was a fluke. Sure it was. Yo, what's going on here? Is that the back of the Pharaoh? It's been a long time, partner. I've already snatched the Millennium item here. I've been doing my good Yami voice. I hope my Yami voice sounds right. Including the ones you have, that makes 6. You told me to bring back all the Millennium items. Fork over the Millennium items you have. What are you waiting for? Give it. I mean, okay. At some points that sounded convincing, but if you're actually familiar with how the Pharaoh addresses his friends, you should be able to pick out why that sounds bogus. What? I said hand it over. Now do it. Come on. What are you waiting for, you idiot? Hand over the Millennium items. Wait a second, there's something wrong about it. Melon! What do you mean? I'm the same old dude you all know and love. How could things go wrong? There's nothing like him. My disguise is perfect. Why would you say your disguise is perfect out loud, you idiot? No, not disguise. I mean, We got your corny little rat. My cover's blown, but it doesn't matter. Yeah! I am the Mimic of Doom. We'll duel for the Millennium items. Now see, this is where it gets interesting. For anyone who doesn't remember, the Mimic of Doom is actually a character exclusive to the anime version of the Duelist Kingdom arc. Because in the manga, instead, Yugi ended up dueling the Puppeteer of Doom, who used a literal live wire puppet of Kaiba in his matches. Okay. Goodbye, Togex. But as we can see here, for some reason, the Mimic of Doom and the Puppet of Doom exist in the same game. I don't know why 4K, I don't know why the anime decided to change the Puppet of Doom anyway. Oh, that's right. Like, the whole reason the Puppet of Doom was changed as the Mimic of Doom is because of the change between the smaller glass duel boxes and the much bigger duel arenas that we saw in the anime. You can't pull off a puppeteer act when you're sitting that close to your opponent. But with the Mimic of Doom, you have to use something like that in order to get the same point across, while accounting for how much more space there is between the Mimic of Doom and the Pharaoh. Puppet of Doom works best when you're seeing him close up. Mimic of Doom works best when you're theatrically seeing him from afar. You see how ridiculously cool this water deck is? And we got a Dream Clown. Nice. No! It's just so cool that we're seeing both mimics in this game. it really just wants to get as much stuff in there as possible. That's why you had all that anime filler stuff in there too, like the Big Five and Johnny Steps. We also have manga exclusive characters like the Mimic of Doom. That's just really cool. Oh, he just dropped the Millennium Scales. Great. 6 Millennium items. You are to be praised. I hope you will not give up until you defeat Reshef and save Pegasus from the darkness. But Pegasus is also a victim. Ah, right. So now we're getting more of the plot. Up to this point, it's probably easy for you to assume that Pegasus is working for Sol Chevalsky, who is actually Pegasus, is actually working for Reshef, the Dark Being, but no, he's actually being forced to. It makes sense. He has been swallowed by Reshef's powers of darkness. He will save the world and Pegasus from the shadows. Right. And Shoddy is one of the few characters in the game that have, like, in the entire series, that have more than 1 Millennium item. Mako, you're so cool. Here we go. You have attained the Millennium Scale. We now have 6 Millennium items. Thank you. We should now be able to use all 3 Egyptian God cards. Whoa, that was a nasty sound. Like, hearing it with these headphones on just put a lot of things in perspective. So now, Cypher the Side Dragon turned into stone. Oh, the deck adjustment menu will now be opened up, because this is the point where you have to take Slifer out your deck if you've been using it up to this point. Also, did you guys notice that we didn't have to deal with another Millennium Guardian? The last one we fought was in Canada. What's happening? What's wrong? No. Ra did not resurrect, and even worse, Slifer is turned back into stone. Is this the focus of Reshef, the Dark Being? Without the Egyptian God cards, we are helpless. There must be something we can do. We must think of all possibilities, no matter how small. In the meantime, please train diligently. You must raise your duelist level or you will have no chance to win. If you insist, Shizu, I guess you have no choice. Whoa, what's up? Arf, 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 arf. This dog, isn't this Lucky, Trisha's dog? What would Lucky be doing here? Arf, 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 arf. Do you think something happened to Trisha's house? Don't worry about me. You should check on your friend immediately. In the meantime, I will take the play the Supper Chef. Alright, good luck. Melon, Joey, let's go. Alright. I wonder what that could be about. Tune in next time on our Let's Play of Reshef Destruction, actually tolerable now, to find out.